Yo, what's up? This is G Money from the podcast. The mics are open. We've been speaking about finances over the last few weeks. Last week we heard from Gwen from Prudential, and we're going to unpack a bit of what she said. And as usual, my co-hosts are here.
Andy Young.
Calvin.
Yeah, man. Now, Gwen really unpacked financial planning last week.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
You know? And what stuck with me from what she said was protecting your wealth. You know, you see us young guys, we see, oh, you young guys, us young guys, we see insurance and those things as stuff for later on.
Yeah, you kind of feel like, because you grew up watching your parents and the elderly people doing these things, taking care of insurance, you know, health, school, education and all that. And then you're like, at that age, then I can start worrying about that. Right now, let me just live my life. You know, have fun, spend all the money that I can. When it gets to that point, then I can start thinking about it.
Because when you think about it, a lot of people wait up until they're now probably about 30 years old, or they're older for them to now stop and be like, you know what, we spent a lot. And like you said in episode 1, once that money is gone, it's gone. It's gone. So you need to start thinking about, how am I going to invest? How am I going to secure my wealth? Because at the end of the day, you're getting older. You get me?
And that's the most important thing that I got from the conversation. We can make all the money in the world, but if we don't protect our wealth, then what are we really doing? Because, you know, if you, for example, if you have life insurance to cover and you, for example, fall ill, at least you know you have a critical illness payment coming your way, which can help ease the burden, you know?
What I also liked was the fact that, you know, the education for your, you know, siblings or even young ones, in the case that, you know, you want here, that assurance that all that is taken care of and your people are protected, you can't front on that.
Protecting your wealth.
Yes, exactly.
So I think, you know, when it comes to the whole matter of financial planning and being respectful of money and being, you know, handling your money properly, the first thing, be honest, guys.
Yeah, as you said,
that's the first thing. You have to be honest. You can't have a champagne lifestyle on a beer income. So the first thing you got to do is be honest. It's okay not to have dough. It's okay. Accept where you are. It's okay for you not to be able to afford to go to Diani 6 times a year. Because eventually, if you look after your dough and you're honest about your money, you'll eventually be able to afford those things. That's the first thing we learned. We also learned tracking.
Keep track.
Know how much you spend. If the ship is sinking, you have to find a leak. You have to find out, where is it that I'm bleeding money, I'm hemorrhaging money so much. And the only way to find out where your money is going is by knowing where your money is going. And the only way to do that is to track. Small things, as much as your parking fee, the 50 bob you spent on a matatu, it all counts.
So much.
You know what I'm trying to say? You know, you M-Pesa'd that.
Who this, that chick, this, the airtime you're buying, all these different kind of
things. The Uber you spent to get there home, all these things. You have to factor in everything that you spend, and the only way for you to do that is for you to track your stuff. And we also learn as well, protecting your wealth. When it comes to insurance, it's not something for old people. You know, why would you spend your whole working career as long as you have to get all this money that you can lose in an instant because you didn't protect your wealth? Protecting your wealth is very, very key, and that's what Prudential are really all about. But there's one thing I want to add.
Okay.
Because we've been so serious. We've been so serious about tracking and being honest and protecting your wealth. Guys, don't forget to live.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is, sometimes when you hear people talking about finances, it sounds so, oh my God, this is hard work. This is going to be like, I'm going to have no fun. I won't be able to go out. I won't be able to go see movies. I won't be able to still live your life. Don't ever forget to live, because we're only here once. So I don't want anyone to think that this is such a burden that my life is going to drastically change. If anything, by you looking after your money, your life will get better and you'll be able to live even more.
And I think one thing that people also need to understand is there are months that get harder than others when you have some bills that came up because of something. So a lot of people, once they sink into that hole, they forget about everything that they've been doing before. So there are those for everybody. There's harder months and then you pick up and you go.
Let's be honest. There's going to be that night when you go to the club and you buy everybody a drink.
Speak for yourself.
It's gonna happen.
There's all those kind of situations.
And even if you fall off of the wagon of financial tracking, and you've had this big like thing where you
champagne party.
A champagne party. Just start again and go back to where you left off.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing. It's like going to the gym.
Let me ask you something. So what do you tell yourself after you have spent money you didn't intend to spend?
Oh man.
So you sit back and you're like, what did I do?
Let me tell you.
What do you tell yourself to bounce back? Because it's not easy.
Alright, let me tell you. It's called buyer's remorse. When you go out there and you buy something and you're like, yo man, this was not in my budget.
Yeah.
What have I done? I've thrown the whole... So for me, it happens to me as well. And I'll be like, man, I spent all this money on this. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna work doubly hard. I'm gonna make that money back. And I'm gonna make whatever I bought, make money for me to go forward as well. Okay. I shake it off quickly.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you'll just be miserable.
You'll be in that whole rut. For me, whenever I spend more money than I intended to, I've always got to punish myself. So I'll look at my whole thing of what I intended to do. I'll put some things, okay, you don't need this, you don't need to do that. So that everything,
balance
but
I
know I'm punishing myself for something that I did.
But here's the thing now. Yeah. If you plan your finances properly, if you track your money properly, you'll have enough money left over for all of those wobbly months. And you won't have to punish yourself.
True.
Financial honesty 101.